All right, let's talk about AI. It's everywhere, right? Everyone's saying it's going to change, well, everything. But what does that really mean for you, for your job, for your bank account? It's time to cut through all that noise and get down to the one question that actually matters. And look, let's get one thing straight. This is not science fiction. AI isn't some futuristic idea that's coming soon. It's already here. It's in the apps on your phone, the software you use at work. It's already reshaping our world right now. So, the conversation always seems to be, will a robot take my job? And frankly, that's not a very helpful question anymore. The real question, the one we need to be asking is, okay, in this new AI-powered economy, who's actually winning? Where is the money going? Who really comes out ahead? To really get a grip on where this is all headed, we got to look back a little bit. Because believe it or not, we've kind of been through this before. Every time a huge new technology comes along, there's always this wave of fear, right? But there's also always a wave of opportunity. I mean, just look at the history. Think about it. Industrial machines, electricity, then computers, the internet. Every single one of them completely turned things upside down. Sure, some jobs went away, they always do. But whole new industries popped up out of nowhere, and the balance of economic power totally shifted. It's like the rule book for how to make money got a complete rewrite every single time. And AI, it's following that exact same playbook, disruption and creation. But here's the twist. There's one thing that makes AI completely different, and it's a game changer: speed. The rate at which AI is being adopted it's just mind-blowing. We're talking about change that used to take decades, now happening in just a couple of years. It's incredibly fast. Okay, so if we're going to navigate this, we have to get really clear about what AI actually does. This is super important. We need to shift our thinking from AI is replacing my job to AI is replacing certain tasks within my job. So think of it like this. There's a clear dividing line. On one side, you've got stuff AI is amazing at. Anything repetitive, predictable, anything that involves spotting patterns. But on the other side, well, that's where we shine. Things like nuanced judgment, ethics, emotional intelligence, leadership. AI is terrible at that stuff. So routine work is what's at risk. Adaptive work is what becomes incredibly valuable. All right, now we're getting to the real heart of it. Because this isn't just about shuffling tasks around. No, this is much bigger. It's a massive shift in how money is made and who gets it. There's a term for it that you're going to hear more and more: the great decoupling. So what is that? Well, here's the core idea. Thanks to AI, companies are becoming way more productive, and their profits are going through the roof. But, and this is the big but, the slice of that new money that's going to the actual workers, it's getting smaller. Productivity is shooting up, but wages aren't following. They've decoupled. And listen, this isn't just some abstract economic theory. The numbers back it up. I mean, look at this chart. Corporate profits, as a piece of the whole economy, are hitting all-time highs. At the exact same time, the share that goes to labor has dropped to its lowest level since after World War II. That's the chasm, that's the decoupling, right there in black and white. So what's actually causing this? What's the engine behind this big decoupling? It all boils down to one simple, powerful word: leverage. And AI, well, it's pretty much the most powerful leverage tool we've ever invented. Let me show you what I mean. Just picture a giant lever, right? AI lets one person, just one person who knows what they're doing, multiply their output like crazy. Suddenly, they can do the work of a whole team, but way faster and for a lot less money. And that massive boost in one person's productivity, that's what's creating this huge economic gap. There's this quote from an investor, Luke Lango, that just nails it. He says, "Efficiency is just a corporate euphemism for we used to need 5 of you and now we only need 1. I mean, wow. When you hear a company talk about AI making them more efficient, that's what they're really saying: getting more done with fewer people. And this right here is the result. That gap in skills is turning almost overnight into a massive gap in wealth. Check this out. PwC found that jobs that need AI skills pay on average a 56% bonus, a huge premium. But on the flip side, what about low-skill gig work that's easy to automate? Real earnings have actually dropped by 23%. It's like we're creating two separate economies and they're moving in totally opposite directions. Okay, so if AI is taking over all the routine stuff, where does that leave us? What skills actually go up in value? Well, this is where we humans still have the ultimate upper hand.
Look, the people who are going to win in this new era are the ones who lean into the stuff AI just can't do. And I'm not just talking about learning to code, I'm talking about deep critical thinking, being a great communicator, making tough decisions, true creativity, designing complex systems, and maybe most important of all, building trust with other humans. These are the things that AI makes better, not obsolete. At the end of the day, learning how to use an AI tool, that's just a technical skill. Anyone can learn it. But knowing why you should use it or when not to, now that is judgment. And that judgment is what will build real, compounding value throughout your entire career. So yeah, it's true, some jobs are definitely going to fade away, but this shift is also creating completely new kinds of jobs out of thin air. It's so important to remember that this story isn't just about loss, it's also about creation. And this really puts the challenge into perspective, doesn't it? The real danger here isn't AI. It's stagnation. It's just standing still. The risk is choosing not to learn, not to adapt, not to evolve as these incredible new tools change the world around us. And we're not talking about some vague, far-off opportunities. These are real, high-paying jobs that, frankly, didn't even exist 5 or 10 years ago. We're seeing roles like AI architect, AI product manager, AI security engineer, even an AI ethics consultant, all of them paying well into 6 figures. This is where the action is heading. So let's wrap this all up. After looking at all of this, I think we can say one thing for sure. AI will not replace humans. But wait, there's a catch. This right here, this is the most important thing to understand. Humans using AI will replace humans who don't. The real competition isn't you against a machine. It's you learning how to use these tools versus someone who refuses to. That's the new dividing line in the workforce. And so that brings us to the final and really the only question that matters for you. This isn't about being scared of what's coming. It's about deciding how you're going to build your future. We live in a world of amplified leverage where one person can have an incredible impact. So the question is, what are you going to do with it?